Hi, Aries. Welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here. And thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to pull a traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is what the collective needs to hear at this time. I've set that intention with this deck and with my guides. So if you are here because this is in your feed, then this message is for you. And if you are here because of the title, then this message is definitely for you. So let's see what Spirit has for you. Be sure and hit that thumbs up and like the video. And definitely subscribe if you like the messages. All of your interactions really help to grow my channel, but they also help push the messages out so that others can receive the guidance that they need. So I would definitely appreciate you doing that for me. Thank you. On the bottom of the deck, we have the World card, and the World card is about the completion of a cycle. So you've been through all the major arcana, you've learned some type of lesson, been going through some kind of cycle, and this is that successful completion and then reaping the rewards from that, right? Whether good or bad, that's like karma, right? So I always see this circle as like a portal and stepping through into like a new timeline or a new way of being because you have learned so many lessons and you've completed something here. So definitely some sort of new cycle or a completion of a cycle. The situation is the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is about being resourceful and, building stability and really focusing on conserving your resources, right? So it can also be about holding on to resources or holding on to mindsets, whatever it may be, and trying to control situations, right? Focusing too much on trying to hold on to things rather than needing to just let go and go with the flow here. And the blockage is the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords can be about sneakiness and lies. It can be about, some kind of deception here. This could be self-deception, right? Like you're deceiving yourself by holding on to things that no longer serve you, right? Again, whether that's a mindset, a person, place, thing, whatever it is, whatever lesson you're going through, and it'll be different for each of you. But this is like really needing to, even like kind of do things differently, right? Strategize and do things differently because I feel like you've been, kind of deceiving yourself in a situation here. And the root cause of this is the Emperor. So the Emperor is that divine masculine energy, right? Whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. We all have masculine and feminine energy. But this is about like your personal power, right? Like he's a good leader and he does things for the good of all and takes inspired action when he needs to, right? So with this, in a reversal, it would be feeling disconnected from your personal power and an inability to take action, right? So maybe you've felt disempowered in a situation and you're trying to maintain control where you can, right? Or this can just be you really trying to be like, maybe you've been defensive or maybe you've been trying to control situations, hold on to things, right? Because the Emperor can, again, be about that control. So again, it's needing to release that. So in the recent past, what is affecting this situation? We have the Lovers. So the Lovers is a choice, a decision, and this can be about a union or a partnership, right? So the Lovers is like a love relationship or some type of partnership here, some type of union. Maybe there was a love relationship where you were trying to control the outcome, or maybe you were being controlled in a situation, right? Take it how it resonates for you. But it's also about needing to get into alignment with that masculine and feminine. So if the Emperor here is reversed, it's, not being in your personal power, then there's this imbalance, right? Because the Lovers is about balance. So if something was, codependent or relying too heavily on you being able to fulfill their happiness, right? Happiness is an inside job. So it's not up to you to make somebody else happiness, or make someone else happy. This is about focusing on your own happiness and getting into alignment with what it is that you want, right? So if this isn't about a love relationship, this is about needing to balance that masculine and feminine energy within self in order to, stop deceiving yourself and be able to move into a new cycle. So the message from your higher self or your spirit guides is the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is about accepting a lesson and then moving forward, right? Going on some kind of healing journey and really finding some sort of peace and calm in a situation. So the water is really choppy here, but it's really smooth here. So it's literally moving to calmer waters. You could also be moving, because this is my card for physically moving. You don't have to be, but this is like spirit telling you to really just accept this lesson and understand that they happen for a reason, right? Whether you liked it or not, it occurred, and just accepting it for what is, and then, moving to a more peaceful time and transitioning into this new cycle, this world card, right? So in the immediate future, we have the 10 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Pentacles is about traditions, family. This could be like a windfall that's coming in here. Maybe some of you are expecting an inheritance. But I feel like this is more about beliefs. And, if you are kind of accepting a lesson about belief systems when it comes to relationships, or beliefs when it comes to what you can and cannot control, challenging traditional beliefs, right? And not going along with the traditions that you're used to. So this can be, changing again your belief systems on how things work, right? And whether this is stability, whether this is how you show up in relationships, it can be a number of things. It's just changing that mindset. This could be like a way of breaking with traditions, right? And forging your own path here. No longer deceiving yourself on, maintaining that control or your personal power, right? Breaking with that could be like a family wound that you have, because the 10 of Pentacles can, again, be about your family and traditions. But I feel like this is you breaking with that, some sort of maybe belief system that you picked up in childhood, or ending some kind of karmic cycle here for sure. So in your feelings, we have the Devil. And again, the Devil is about control, right? This can also be self-sabotage. So you have that Seven of Swords there, like deceiving yourself on, what you can and cannot control, and your stability, right? Because the Four of Pentacles, again, is about stability. So with the Devil being there, maybe this is about you feeling controlled or feeling trapped and wanting to liberate yourself from that, right? Because the Devil is very much about liberating yourself from being controlled. And this can be like a tradition or a belief system from your family line that has made you feel trapped, or made you feel contained, or made you feel, controlled in some way here. And, no longer deceiving yourself and freeing yourself from whatever that is. So in your environment, the influence here is the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is a message, right? Pages are the messengers of the tarot. But this is about some kind of like playfulness or emotional experience, right? So I feel like maybe this could also be about like intuitive messages. Maybe you are receiving guidance right now, and intuitive messages. It's also like a call to be playful and creative, right? So maybe tapping into like inner child, whatever it was that made you happy as a kid, right? But also like expressing your feelings, right? And knowing that it's okay to have an opinion and trust your intuition on how to move forward and how to navigate situations, right? Which is perfect, because in your hopes and fears, we have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is about that inner knowing and trusting your intuition, right? So this can also be about like secrets. And we did have like the Seven of Swords and the Devil here. So maybe you're feeling deceived or again, controlled by a situation, and this is you fearing secrets, but it's also that hope that you can trust your intuition and that your inner knowing and you have that connection with the divine, right? So if you've been feeling disconnected, I would encourage you to meditate, journal, whatever it is that helps you connect again with your higher self here. But just knowing that you can trust yourself and your intuition. The potential outcome here is the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, right? This is earth energy. Pentacles are earth energy. So this isn't going to, happen overnight, but this is something very long term and it's steady progress, right? So I feel like this is some kind of very successful and uh, steady offer that's coming in here. So this could be a job offer. This could be a relationship offer, right? This could just be an offer from the divine. But it's about, taking those small actions towards your personal goals every single day, right? Like waking up every morning and putting in the effort and putting in those details and really, setting realistic goals so that you don't face burnout, and having a really good routine is what's going to help transform into like a successful daily practice. So I feel like this is you really focusing on stability, definitely something stable and grounded. So again, this could be a job offer, this could be romance, this could be you starting your a new spiritual practice or a new fitness routine, right? Whatever that is, this is about like something steady and long term and grounded. It's not something that's going to just disappear, but it's also putting in those details and putting in all that work. So I really love this for you. I think it's like a total mindset change for you, breaking with traditions, breaking with some kind of belief system that you've had to deal with here. Again, this could be like the way you earn money. Maybe you were, um, traditionally you were told you had to work a 9 to 5, and then this is you like being more creative and more playful in your work, right? Or, again, with just your intuition and trusting your spiritual practice. Like maybe you're hoping to deepen your spiritual practice and your intuition, and then this is you, breaking with the traditional ways of doing things and forging your own way here. So I really love that. Definitely ending a cycle and no longer like holding yourself back or self-sabotaging here, right? Don't deceive yourself. Like you are capable of doing this, and it's all just about like that mindset and getting into alignment with it. So I really love that for you. I hope that this message helped, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.